fire. All right.
Kickz got the man bun.
Look, my man Bun. First of all, you can have some authentic dreads from these shits.
Some what?
Some authentic dreads.
Authentic dreads.
Yeah. And
All right.
second of all, they fucking luxurious. All right. Just want to say that. Luxurious locks over here.
That's what's up, man. Look, I'm just saying, man. Like it was just, I'm just saying.
This guy said like 3 words just now. You know.
I'm just saying, man.
You know.
Just saying, man.
Nah, but I did want to style my hair in some because I do box braids, right? I want to do dreads. Wait, should I call them dreads or should I not call them dreads? All the dread users, let me know. I don't know. I don't know whether to get the locks or whether to stay braids. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, it's all up to you, man.
All right, let me get the YouTube chat.
See, and the thing is, like, I'm not very adventurous with my hair. So even when I cut it short, it's always a 1 at the barbershop. You know how the Dominicans do, you know what I'm saying? 1 at the barbershop. So I always get it cut low, and I'm like, it'll grow back, it'll look nice, maybe. And then I get a shape up for the rest of my life until a month. And then I have to do the whole process again.
Hey, baby. My baby says dreads are cool. She's gonna go ahead and get dreads as well. And hola to everyone.
What's up, Liz?
Oh,
Hola.
shit.
Holla.
What up, Liz? Lively Liz, what's up?
Biz, you're not sharing your screen, so we can.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
He's
All
like,
right,
I'm doing my own thing, man. Y'all could have your podcast.
Yeah, share that one. Your entire screen. Okay. I should just do
make sure ain't
application
nothing,
window.
Yeah, just make sure ain't nothing,
I don't do that on my computer. Tablet.
Hey, look, Liz, let me put this at you, Liz. Let me put this at you. So, do we call dreads because of dread, or do we call dreads because they're knotted hair, or not even knotted hair, twisted hair? Oh, let me say that.
I would just say Google.
Oh no, because they're called dreads because they look dreadful.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, to those who consider it to be that. That's how it came about.
Well, that's why I don't want to call them dreads. You know what I'm saying? This could be a natural hairstyle that somebody had and it was just like, nah, this ain't dreadful. This is beautiful. This is like blah, blah, blah.
I mean, everything's based on the eye of the beholder, bro. I don't know, man. It wasn't even started by black people. We probably didn't even start calling it that, man.
Yo, what if it was started by white people? That would be crazy.
I'm pretty sure it's an English word, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they probably just gave it a name, but they probably just call it, look, your hair got locked up,
they call
or
that
something
shit,
like that.
They called it dreadlocks. You got them
dreadlocks.
You got them ill dreadlocks and dreadful locks.
Fuck that. I'm calling it now. Stample this. I'm gonna call it twisty rolls. Alright, yo, them twisty rolls is fire. That's sick.
I don't like it.
That sounds like a dessert. Sound like a snack. Like something you get out of the box.
Rolls out in your hair. Nice twisty rolls.
Sound like something you get out of a box.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But Liz says, when are y'all gonna have a video podcast? And then she said, dang. And then she said, are we gonna have a guest soon? Looking at you, Kickz.
I know.
And
the thing is, Yeah,
Dreads,
go ahead.
you just let grow.
I mean, look, I would have a guess, but the thing is that yeah, I lost my phone for fam. I still don't have a phone, guys. No, update.
You
Speaking of
have a
that,
laptop, man. You got you. There's emails. There's like, come on, Shay.
I
speaking
know,
of
man.
phones, I upgraded to the iPhone Pro Max.
Oh, you got an iPhone,
I went and got me an iPhone, man. You're
bro?
gonna have a.
That's major.
It is because
I,
He
so
gonna be able to
I
do
was on
shit on his
Twitter and I
phone.
was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get an iPhone. So when I get done using it, I can finally say whether or not I appreciate it or not. So once these 14 days are over, I might have a Note 10. I don't know.
yo, what?
Hey, get
Are
that
you
get that big ass phone that like folds out into a tablet.
Oh, I'm not getting that Galaxy Fold thing or whatever it's
Get
called.
that big ass shit, man.
I saw
Fuck around
Linus with
studying.
it.
Like, Android is great, but iPhone is popping, bro.
Yeah, so so right now, like I'm switching all the stuff from the phone that I was using to this, the passwords and everything. So this should be I'm getting down to my last few applications. I should be putting it in the mail soon, man. So I ain't forget about you, man. It just I didn't realize how much work it takes to go from one phone to the next. I
Oh, I
forgot.
got
And
it.
going from OS to OS is the most difficult, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta figure out all that shit, man. You ain't even got a back button.
Yeah.
No, you do. It's just like each application has their own. It could be anywhere, bro. It could be anywhere. Like I get in Twitter, it's at the bottom. I go to YouTube, it's at the top. Like put it in the same place, bro. Like,
That's
what?
Apple, man. That's Apple. Then you ain't gonna be able to download shit.
It's all good. I got I'm gonna still have my Note 8 on my second line if I get too unhappy. You know what I mean? So
Right. Uh, Liz asked if you liked it or not.
so far it's pretty good, man. I plan on making a lot of content with this thing, man. Like I've been reading the manual online because they don't put it in the box. And yeah,
You
so
sure it's
far,
legit? You
yeah,
sure it's a
so
legit manual?
yeah, it's a legit manual online. It's pretty decent. Man, it's it's been a trying experience. So far, I like it. I do miss the fingerprint scanner a lot. Like the fingerprint scanner was my shit. Like I can make a payment with it and everything like that. Like I don't have to remember passwords for certain things. Like it just scanned my fingerprint. Like that thing about Android was groundbreaking. Just using your fingerprint as your password for everything. But now I gotta enter passwords for every single application.
Well, yeah, I agree. I
So I'm trying
agree.
to figure out how to I'm trying to figure out how to make the Face ID that biometric the fingerprint, so to speak. So
But you know what's crazy? What was crazy is that I had the iPhone 6, right? iPhone 6s Plus, I think it was iPhone 6s. Yeah, 6s. I had the iPhone 6s, right? And then I was like, damn, what phone could I get next? And then there was a huge gap of upgrades, which is 2 years. You know how they do you with the contract. Um, and I was like, what phone am I gonna get? The Galaxy blah blah or the iPhone blah blah? So I was like, iPhone has done me nice. But
that's
then
that's what's up.
they didn't have a phone jack. And I was like, nah, bro.
Listen, I was pretty
And then
pissed.
I went for the Galaxy.
I was pretty pissed when I went to go plug in my headphones, and I was like, "You motherfucker!"
Oh yeah, that's right. You ain't got
Yeah.
no. Yeah, that's right. You ain't got no plug. Yeah.
But no, they gave me an
You ain't
adapter
got.
from
Yeah, you
they
ain't got no jack. Yeah.
they gave me an adapter, which is cool. But in order to get the adapter that splits for power and audio, I got to go buy one on Amazon. But they gave me one for free, so I can just use my. They gave me a little shit that you plug in there, so you can use your regular headphones. But they were like, "Man, just go wireless." I was like, "You know what? That is fly. I'm gonna get some
It is
wireless beats."
It is fly. It is. It is.
Some wireless. I do like the cable better, but it's an adapting process. I'm not gonna make anything. I ain't gonna make no large purchases until I'm sure I want this phone. So right now it's just a test drive for 14 days.
Hey, you can hand that over to me, nigga. Kicksless, phoneless.
Bruh, you are not gonna have this phone. I'm gonna be on a Note 8. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, 100.
Okay. So you saw what she said about the ID, Face ID.
You said love Face
You,
ID. You don't have to with Face ID. It stores everything. I don't have passwords to shit. But can you like authorize payments and shit with your face versus like a PIN number or a passcode? That's my thing. Cause I don't want nobody like to be like over my shoulder and get my shit and then get my shit and then take my shit. You know what I mean? Like that's three levels of taking I don't want to be a part of. So I'd rather just have like a biometric as my authorization because you can't do that without me. You know what I mean? Unless you like,
yeah, well, I mean, shit. Fuck around, they're gonna get your retinal. You know what I mean? Then all y'all motherfuckers gonna be in the system.
bro, still in my like, dude. I'm already in the system. I joined the United States military.
Yeah,
They
I
have
was
my
gonna
DNA
say.
and everything.
We all in there.
Once you leave, I'm saying, man, they just gonna get your ass. Watch, man.
They got all that stuff stored, and I've been to jail twice. Nah, man, they got me on record.
We gonna need, if you don't mind, we're gonna need at least a story from you going to jail.
It ain't that good, man. But I'll tell it.
Right.
I'll make it interesting. You know, I can stretch a short story out.
Stretch the truth a little bit.
Nah, I mean, I could just make the story last longer than it needs to by just putting in details that are normally not interesting, but I'll just say it. I'll just say it in an interesting way. Like shit, I dropped my phone yesterday, man. That shit took an L, bro. Like it did like a cartwheel, it did a backflip, and then it landed right on the screen with a screw next to it. And then when I finally picked it up, man, you should have seen how many cracks was in it. I count about 56 cracks in it, bro. I was nearly in tears. See, that was a 2 minutes. That was a 5 second story that lasted 2 minutes. I dropped my phone. That should have been the end of the story.
Right.
So I'll be giving you all the deets. All
Kickz,
the
you in there?
deets.
It's mad quiet.
Oh man, I'm back. Hold on.
My Apple
What's
Pay
up?
and everything, Face ID. Oh, that's dope. I need to figure out how to configure it for that. Let me see.
Yeah. All right. So this is Kickin' Sick Business Show. Now podcast. It's this show, episode 29. All right. I am the host, Just Sick, and these are my partners. Go ahead, Kickz. Kickz. All right. So, go ahead, Biz.
Hey, I'm going ahead and try to buy a little bit of time for Kickz by stretching this out. I am Biz, the business part of Kickin' Sick Business, back with another episode, and I am so happy to be here. The week went well, the day is going fine, and we are not on time as usual. Oh shit! Hold on, man. Hold on. Oh, somebody called me. All right, hold on, man. All right, let me mute this, man. I don't want no more interruptions. Hey, Liz, how you put this thing on vibrate?
That's tough, yo. It was like, yo, people be getting that shit, man. And I look at them and be like, yo, what are y'all doing?
But no, everything going good, man. I'm glad y'all showed up for another episode, and I hope that it goes well. We're going to hit some good topics, like the controversial one about T.I., I'm sure. So that should be a good one. And I don't know. I mean, how y'all been?
What up, Lee? Yeah. I've been chilling, man. Been cutting up videos, been making plans, and plan on going on a cruise next year. Trying to do other stuff, man. Trying to venture out, do things we weren't normally doing. But yeah. Shit. Hey, check out the videos that I put up. We got sex interrogation. You know what I mean? We got like, what can you eat? No. What's your favorite food, and can you eat that for about 8 years? Um, we got struggle meals. Not many people like that one, which is crazy. We lost 2 subscribers off of that shit. And that shit killed me, though. So I guess y'all, y'all didn't like that.
I thought it was decent. That's crazy.
Like, yo, it's like two people, like 2 people disliked it or 3 people disliked it, and then like unsubscribe after I hit that.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
And be on the lookout for my next couple videos, man. If you like COD, or if you like what I was doing with Call of Duty or whatnot, I got a couple of videos I'm gonna be cutting out and putting up there. Also, gonna be putting up a couple of more segments of older segments of Kickin' Sick BizZness, where we talk about a few things, man. Hopefully you guys watch, enjoy, and hopefully y'all subscribe to it. But since Biz and I have already done our introduction, go ahead, Kickz.
Hey, it's your boy Kickz. All right, let me put a small disclaimer in my introduction. My shit might turn off sometimes. Might turn off. But besides that, I am Kickz. Kickz third answer 218. All right? Kickz third answer 218. That's my introduction today.
Nice.
Hey, thanks, Lee. Thank you for that positive
Assessment.
feedback.
Got you.
Positive feedback. Appreciate it.
Yo, I hope my mic is sounding crispy, man. I got this new, so I got rid of the old setup because that shit was crazy that one day. So I got rid of that thing. I sold that to some loser on Craigslist, and I took that money and got me this new part, man. It's supposed to cut out all the background noise, but uplift my voice. So hopefully that's working out good. I can't really hear it, so hopefully y'all give me some feedback on that when you get a chance. I appreciate you.
Biz still sound like a fucking raspy ass Samuel Jackson.
Don't say that, bro. I am definitely.
He ain't even yelling.
I am Morgan Freeman out here. Okay. Yo, I was fucking around with auto-tune yesterday, like just singing and shit. Man, that shit fun.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah.
they had a T-Pain app, yo. It was like back in 08. I wonder if it's still there. That should be dope. Should be dope to fuck around with.
Word, I didn't know they had an app for that.
Yeah, you just voice over auto-tune over like T-Pain songs, and then you can play it back.
Somebody always trying to roast me. Where A-list at?
Yeah, Kickz. Yeah, Kickz got 29 names so far.
Nah. There wasn't always a different.
This episode he's gonna have 2. Yeah, like
always a different name for Kickz.
Like, well, he okay, yeah.
I would say like if there's 29 episodes, I probably did like 25. You know what I'm saying? 25.
No.
Nah. I don't know, man. I never looked.
Lee, you wild with that one. I mean, Liz, lively. I'm gonna call you Double L. I love that. That feels good. Yo, Double L, what's good, fam?
Hey, I win regardless of the situation. Okay.
All right, what's up, man?
All right, man. So first off, man, we're gonna talk about the person who probably think he's the father of the year, T.I., where he goes ahead and he checks well, he goes to the gynecologist with his daughter. She's 18, and he says on a podcast that he goes to the gynecologist every year with his daughter to ensure her hymen is still intact. Now, what do you guys think about this? Hello?
I mean, I'm here. I thought Kickz always goes first.
Nah, fam, I'm going third.
You still hold on to the other night? You spiteful little bastard, bro.
I'm going third, homie. All right, what y'all think?
You spiteful, man. All right, you go first, Sick.
This childish shit right here. All right, man. So, so what I think it's crazy that he's going every year to check and make sure that his daughter is still a virgin. I guess he's being not a little, but very, very, very overprotective of his daughter and what she's doing in her life. And for him to go, especially now that she's 18, and still check, he definitely needs to relax. This is a man who is very political, who doesn't like people ruling over him, telling him what to do and things like that. Yet he's doing this to his daughter and probably terrorizing her in this instance. Not necessarily anything else, because I don't know, but in regards to this, where he specifically told the people in the podcast that he'll tell his doctor he needs all the information on it, and they said that they need written consent from her, and he pretty much makes her sign that document releasing all her information to him. I think that's overbearing, and if he hadn't lost her, he's gonna lose her already.
I guess for me, man, it's like more or less like what's your angle here? Like what are you trying to prevent? Like what are you really trying to prevent? Because you can't. There's no definitive proof that the only reason why the hymen can lose its place in the body is from just sex. Like it could be from sports, riding a bike, just natural. I don't know how to say this without it sounding weird. Without just natural wear and tear can break down that thing, man. So it's like you're not even proving anything by it being there. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be sex. So that's my question is like, and then if she does do it, what are you going to do about it, bro? What are you going to do?
He's going to take one of those illegal guns that he got, and he's going to find the dude that did it, and he's going to probably shoot the man.
Man, he ain't. If he snitched to keep him going to prison, or with all them guns he had, he ain't going to do that. There ain't no way out of that one. There's no way out of that one. I just want to know his play, man. This doesn't make any sense to even. And then, like, are you looking yourself? Because she could ask the doctor to tell you whatever. Like, if she's going back there by herself and she's one-on-one with the doctor, like, I need you to tell my father that we good. And the doctor literally has to, because it's her information.
Well, now that she's 18, she's not she's not under him anymore. So any bit of information, unless she's very incoherent, where she's in like a coma or some shit like that, that's where the parents would be able to go ahead and make decisions. In that case, just making a logical assessment here. Go ahead, Kickz. What you think, man? Since you heard all of us say something.
All right, this is about the Hymen and T.I., right?
You're
so basically, T.I. is going through all these, let me say, extra steps to see if his daughter is fine in the hymen, right? That's
yeah,
bruh. Come on,
it was just, you're nothing wrong with what you said. The
No,
collection of
no,
words
no,
was funny.
no. I'm just saying, like, what, bruh? Come on. All right. First of all, I think it was I was watching Adam 20. Well, I was watching Adam
22.
22. Yeah, Adam 22. So I was watching him and Rico Reckless. That guy, I don't even like his music like that, but
He's
his
funny though.
personality, yeah, exactly. His personality is hilarious. And then he was talking about his daughter, and then somebody asked him, it was like because he has sex with chicks or whatever, and then there was another chick who was like, how would you feel if your daughter uh was asking you these questions, or well, not these questions, but ask, or if your daughter was in that situation, he would be like, man, she a grown woman. And it's very true. If your daughter is a grown woman, she's doing what she's doing, obviously you not trained her, but like you influenced her to not do certain things. It's like you don't want to do these things because you might be considered a hoe, or you might be considered this or that. You don't want to do that. I'm your father. Please listen to what I have to say, because I'm trying to guide you into a great life. And some women don't do that. So Ti is taking it a step further. It was like, no, you need to do this type of thing, that type of thing, and this is what you're gonna be, and then I will make sure of it. And no, that's not right. That's not right. Rico was like, hey, let her do what she wants, but I told her well. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that.
Yeah, the quote Biz had up where they were trying to, the doctor was saying like, yo, there are different types of ways where a woman could go ahead and break her hymen, and it's like horseback riding or some kind of contact sport, and he claimed that she doesn't do any of that. Maybe true or whatnot, but um reading the chat, um to go along with it, it said, my baby says, you can lose your hymen by falling on your shit. I guess that's falling on your pussy. I'm not really sure.
I
um,
mean, just taking an
Hey,
and
L, I guess.
she thinks that's
the people
stupid and it doesn't prove anything. Lee says, plus there are other ways to have sex other than vaginal intercourse. Yeah. um,
I
that's
guess
true. Lee,
I get
the,
stuck at the fact that like let's say she plays with herself. Let's say that she get her, get her little dildo joint, and she's having sex by herself and she takes pleasure in that. Like, what's wrong with that?
well, you got to know what type of person Ti is, though.
well, going in the direction of um going in the direction of, well, if like, see, not that I really give a shit, right? But then once these things come up, it's like, okay, when did you start pulling this stupid shit off? Like, when did you start trying to monitor her hymen or like things like that? When did you start? And are you running through her room checking every single thing to make sure that she's not doing something? So if she has something to hide, like a dildo, like Biz was talking about, or a vibrator or anything like that, um, is he like scrimmaging through a house? I mean, not her house, but her room, and just checking shit.
But at the same
Like,
time,
that's way overbearing, son. Like,
Bro, he's doing
relax.
if he's getting hymen
yeah,
info, he's definitely going through her room. That's fact.
right,
You ain't going
right.
it don't stop there.
And what I was gonna say is like you say it's stupid shit, right? But like, what's the real difference between your daughter growing up and you being paranoid about it? So it's like, after a certain age, you know your daughter's gonna be having sex. I don't know what the fuck that age might be. In fucking New York, that shit is probably like 5. No, I'm playing. Um, that shit is very low. I'm just saying. Your expectancy to have somebody have sex is like one thing, and then how do you start to govern that? Do you govern them at 10 years old, where it's like, I Guys are fucked up and they will try to have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? It's based on the individual, and if anything. Um, but how do you determine whether to counsel your daughter at what age?
I'm not gonna lie, like this will make more sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense at all. But I will be less disgusted if it was a younger child. Let's say that you leave your child with people that you trust. But you know, sometimes the people that you trust that do foul shit, and you take her for a checkup. Like, hey, I just want to make sure she's not being sexually abused. Um, can you check for me? Like at that
Right,
point,
right.
I get
Yeah.
that. But like after a certain age, like once you start showing interest in boys, or once you stop bathing her, or once she becomes uncomfortable with you seeing her naked, then you kind of have to change it up, because at that point she's going to tell you what she wants to tell you versus not want to tell you. Uh, so that's my
Right,
whole
right.
thing.
So then your quote prevention become of having sex becomes um advocacy for safety during sex, or safe sex, or I mean, hell, you could still go ahead and try to push out the abstinence thing.
Yeah.
But those are all verbal
We
things.
are
You could take her to the clinic to get free condoms, or show her where that is, and things like that. Get her educated on sex if you want to. But as far as getting all that type of info, you might need to relax. Go
but
ahead, Kicks.
we are also talking about somebody who's I'm not gonna say that. Man, this is because I don't really like Ti's music like that. But we're trying to say that Ti is not high profile. So this is somebody who's in the media, who's in somebody who's very noticeable. So let's say if you were somebody very noticeable, they wouldn't try to do anything to your daughters. He's just being very overprotective, opposed to the let them do what they want because he's a famous guy. He's
I,
very famous.
I mean, I don't think she might be a trophy to some people, but come on, at her age, guys are trying to get in where they can get in, man. So it's like not even uh, a just because thing. Like just because it's Ti's daughter, like that's the one we
See,
want.
yeah, people like regular people. They like it's gonna happen. Like it's it's gonna fucking happen. I hate to say it because of course I got three daughters,
I don't
but
want to say that he's right though. I
but
don't want to
it's
say that.
the thing is whether he's high profile or not, people are still gonna try. Boys are still gonna try. Hell, fuck it, girls are still gonna even try.
100%.
It's it's not about. I don't think it's about his profile or anything like that in regards to somebody trying to get with her or anything like that because she's a trophy. Or some people may see her as a trophy. That may be true, but people gonna try it regardless. She still go to school. People still gonna see her. She's gonna wear what the hell she's gonna wear. She's gonna post whatever she's gonna post, and people will, uh, sorry to say, sexualize her. Um, but in any case, he needs to find a different approach. Uh, and she just turned 18, right? So I guess his last one should be this year or whatever have you.
I mean, I thought the same thing, but a lot of people, a few people I talked to about it said, "Yo, she's still in college, so he's still paying for health insurance, and he paying for college more than likely if she don't have a scholarship. You know what I mean? So he might be in there till till she about 22.
Hey, look. This,
If that's the case, then if she starts staying home and just start leeching off of him, and he gonna want her to go out and be her own fucking woman, and she wants to stay in, he set that up for her to go ahead and be up under him all the fucking time. If that's what she wants to do, and then he's gonna have to deal with that.
right.
Yeah,
What gets me is that like, all right. So this is Ti, bro. What? Two daughters, maybe three. What about the niggas that's like fucking DMX and I think Young Thug, they have like 10 children, nigga. How the fuck would they like think about these situations? Niggas got like 15 kids, and
I
they're like,
mean, the more you have, you kind of lose a little
Yeah,
bit of.
you losing track. You're losing track. Real quick, let me read some
that's
of.
what I'm bringing up. No. Wait. That's what I'm bringing up because they have those many kids or whatever, and then they don't want to because they don't care. Ti cares about his children. Very Vietnamese. Uh, Let me not even say that word.
Vietnamese, Asian.
No. It's another word that starts with that. I forget.
I
But
know. I know what you're saying.
he cares for his kids. So can we really be mad for somebody who cares for his kids, other than these other dudes who have a billion kids and don't care for them at all? Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, this is not excusing what other men do with their kids either.
Yeah, there's a lot of other men that do it. So can we really
Right,
be mad at
right.
Ti?
Right. See here's the thing. When you bring that question up, that's like saying that just because we're talking about this, we're disregarding other shit that men do or parents do. Not men, parents. Other shit that parents do in general.
I disregard it.
So this specific thing is regarding Ti. If we want to go ahead and discuss uh child abandonment and everything like that, which comes from men and women, because there are single men out there that are taking care of kids too. So if you want to go there, that's something different. Um, but I mean, this is just again, it's just a topic. Ti is again, the only
Yeah,
reason why we're talking about it is because it's Ti.
yeah. I don't think the issue is parenting more than it is basic human rights for privacy.
Mm.
Well, I'd say it's parenting. Yeah, I'd say it has a little bit to do with parenting, but that's just my
Well, that's
opinion.
just the
A little
relationship.
bit of privacy
It's
though.
it's more or less
A
about
little bit of
privacy.
privacy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm with that too. But what I'm saying is, I feel like there's a little bit of parenting in there. Like
No,
that's a parenting issue. That's a overbearing like
It's a violation of privacy. Yeah.
I feel like
yeah.
that's an old school way of thinking, in my opinion. Very old school.
No, there's you'd be hard pressed to find old school parents that might do this. Like,
No,
I'm not saying
yeah,
it didn't
yeah.
happen. I'm pretty sure it happened. Like this sounds like it could be something that can be repeated by people, but I think it's far in between because this is just crazy.
Shit. Old school parenting. Yo, you 16, 15, get your ass up, get a job. You go into college, you out of my house by 18 or 17, if that.
Hmm.
So
Well, that's what
then they pretty much see you as like old school parenting got you feeling like you an adult or
that's
getting you ready for being an adult.
how the fuck old is Ti's daughter? I'm not sure.
She's 18 now.
Okay, 18. Man, that's old school parenting. If you're gonna check her hymen at 18, I feel like that's old school parenting where it's just like you gotta you gotta be a certain way when you're 18, and then after 18 you gotta be this. You know what I'm saying? So like he's like um monitoring her at this age. It was like you not on the right track if you not this type of way. That's how
I
like it was.
Well,
I'd say
nobody wants
I'd
their
say the
kids having sex
action.
before 18. Nobody wants
Yeah,
that.
right. I'd say the actions are not old school. I'd say they are a little unorthodox. But as far as wanting to make sure that, especially your daughter, not having sex before she, gets her education because of all the threats that's out there, then that's an old school way of thinking. But the actions are definitely unorthodox. Um,
I don't think it's unorthodox,
Show me everybody else is checking their daughter's hymen.
Yeah.
bro. How many people are have? How many? Yo, first of all, I'm in New York, so in the Bronx, there's a lot of people that are um pregnant at the age of like 16, maybe 14, sometimes maybe less than that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Well,
It
checking
is
the
not
hymen don't stop that. All
unnatural.
it does is keep you in the know.
I'm just saying it's not unnatural for you to suspect that your daughter might be pregnant during that time or whatever. It's not unnatural.
Right, but I need more men to come out with I'm checking hymens. I need more men to come out with that. Then I'll be like, okay, maybe that is an old school thing, or maybe it's not unorthodox. Maybe it's a natural thing to go in and check your daughter's hymen. I don't know.
But then that'd be a factual thing for everybody else. But we all know that like underage girls are having sex. 13-year-olds probably having sex. 14 maybe having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like who knows? What I'm trying to say is that like these things are happening and he's trying to be preemptive. He's trying to be preemptive, and the fact that he's being preemptive with his daughter is fucked up. And you know what? I agree. It is fucked up because she doesn't have a life to live. Let's say if she did have sex before that time, like Ti would know. Like I don't want to know when my daughter's having sex or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fucking know that shit. I
Well,
just want
shit.
to know that I raised her
I want her to
in a
feel like she
good
can tell
way.
me, so I can guide her
but
through it. You know, I mean, I want her to
by
be
the
able to tell me.
time
Right.
by the time he check it, if it's fucked up or broken, that's not preemptive.
Yeah, because he's only doing it once a year. Like you, by the time you find out, it's likely to be too late. So that's why you were mentioning like child pregnancy and stuff like that. This does not defeat that. Like, because you get into the heat in a moment, you either gonna open up or not. You know what I mean? You're gonna either spread it or not. You ain't gonna care nothing about what Ti saying because you got 8 months to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me just
Yeah.
say, Ti, he's an asshole for that. Let me just, I think I said this twice, but like, yeah, I don't
Let's
agree
catch up
with
on the
him.
comments. Yeah, let's catch up on the
Yeah,
comments.
I'm about because Lee has said something when I said that he told his daughter to sign something. She says, if she feels forced or like she has to give him access without actually wanting to, then that's coercion. My baby says, you can lose your hymen by falling on your shit. I think that's stupid. It doesn't prove anything. Plus, there are other ways to have sex other than vaginal intercourse. I don't think I don't think I caught. I don't think I think I read that stuff. Then Lee says, plus no, not plus, but what about checking his sons? Yeah.
But how do
His
you do
son's what?
that? There's
This is only
His
after
son's what? Are you talking
this.
about his room, or are you talking about
his
checking to see if
location.
checking to see if he's had sex or anything like that? Um, then she said, so he's trying to control her just to keep her away from men like him. That's a nice little dig.
Mm.
It's not like he's a model man. Does he raise his sons to be gentlemen or just let them roam free to do what they want because boys will be boys? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna say I'm pretty sure. If he's this strict on her, I'm gonna say that he's a little bit lenient on them, but he still wants to know what they're doing so that they don't mess up their future. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt on that. Um, but he ain't gonna sit there and check and see if their balls have dropped. I don't think.
That don't even then that don't prove nothing. That's a natural course of just
Yeah,
growing.
puberty. Yeah. Uh, let's see exactly. Lee, hey man, we checking Hymens now, right? Lee, the comments just caught up. Lee says, I don't know anyone doing that. At least, no one has admitted it. Uh, none of my friends or any fathers I know. She's talking about everybody doing what Kickz is saying is a natural thing, which is running around checking hymens.
Wait,
Um,
bro? Come on, man. Why do you always try to demonize me? No,
I
nigga.
wasn't trying to demonize you.
Check
You said,
everybody's hymen to see if that. No, nigga, no.
all right, my bad. My bad.
Oh.
See, if it was a thing, then this wouldn't be shocking. Why is the first thing I hear is I need more men checking hymens? Uh, gold. Um, See, this might be a part of our others' cultures, but certainly not ours. Hey, Gold, hi Lee. Uh, what's his reason for doing this?
That's what
Who?
I want to know. Like, because this does not prevent sex.
No, no, not at
Doesn't.
But
all.
is he? Is like, are you sexualizing her too, bro? Because that's creepy. Because if you're sexualizing her, you will be the only one. That will make sense why you're so protective over her virginity. Like to the point where you gotta know for sure she's still a virgin. Or do you plan on selling her, bro, to like a prince in,
Not
in
even
the
that.
Middle
It's
East?
that
Like, what is going on?
he's just so scared that like he knows what it is nowadays in hip hop. And let's say hip hop was to be like, I had sex with T.I.'s daughter, they might get some clout for that. So like, I would understand why he'd be upset about it, but
Loki,
to be that
this
crazy
might have been a way to
about
put this might have been a way to put her on a platform to get to garner attention and people on her side, so she can come out and do what she wants to do, with
Oh,
support.
so
it.
you think
But
it's a ploy?
oh,
I
Could
see
don't
be.
say
you. I see you.
So you say, oh yeah, there you go. Low key, it sounds like an advertisement. She with me on that, like yeah, because it doesn't. He's been pretty calculated in this podcast shit, man. Like when he did that rappers list, well, nobody checking for his shit, bro. Like, oh, Tia got a podcast. That sounds good, but
I mean, he had a he
huh?
he had a couple TV shows, and then he had a divorce case, and that shit still did not make his fucking TV show popping. You know what I'm
Nope,
saying? Like,
nope. But that
so
rappers list got people checking
oh
for him though. We were like, nah.
to be desperate, maybe. Maybe.
My baby says, because he's a man whore and he treats women like shit, he's worried about karma. That could be another thing.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
that could be
usually guys
another
like that
thing.
don't care, so that's weird.
Mm.
That could be another thing.
Because I didn't even know
Look,
his.
I'm just
I
saying,
never even seen his daughter's face before until now.
Yeah,
how
yeah. I don't watch that show. I don't watch his reality show or anything like that. So
how old is his daughter to be making these claims?
Oh, that kind of advertising. Okay.
uh
His daughter.
she's 18, but what claims are you saying?
Well, I'm saying his daughter is 18. For him, wow, that's crazy. But for him to be paranoid, nobody gives you instructions about how to feel about your daughter going out there and having sex. So maybe he is like just he just feels weird because he's on the spotlight, right? So like maybe he's just trying to say that I don't want my daughter being classified as a hoe. She's not a hoe. Look, I did this because I don't want her to be a hoe. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be classified as a hoe.
Mm,
I mean,
yeah, I guess that goes along with I guess that goes along with what Lee was saying, talking about advertisement or something like that for her virginity to the like to sell her virginity to the highest bidder. I'm not gonna sit there and say that he would ever do that.
No,
I'm definitely not gonna sit there and say
to
that.
the Prince of
I wouldn't say
Agrabah.
that. No. It wasn't that. Not at all. It's just a person that is scared of how do you know when your daughters are ready to have sex, and are you ready to have them tell you that they had sex already?
Well, this
And
is
you
So
better bust out that conversation, the birds and the bees or something, man.
yeah.
It'll
you
That
be
gotta do something,
it'll
especially if you TI.
it'll be very it'll be very uncomfortable for most, but I know some people where they don't mind telling the reality, and that's just what it is. That's just what it is.
Yeah, maybe.
You all have daughters. How will you educate and protect them while respecting their autonomy as they mature? See, what I said earlier when it was about taking them to the clinic, getting free condoms, getting birth control, talking about sex, talking about the uh the dangers of having sex or the repercussions of having sex, where it's sexual transmitted diseases, pregnancy. Um, Children are a blessing, but they will put a hold on your life, especially when you're young. So I would say that it's a broad thing. I'll probably come up with some. I'm lying. This is an exaggeration, but I'll probably come up with some PowerPoints.
Oh my god, you about to bore her to death. She'll be asleep.
Hey, fuck it. You know what I mean? Hey, look, she gonna have sex. She gonna have sex. They gonna have sex ed in high school and at the crib. All right, what did the teacher teach you? What, for real? All right, we're gonna go on some more. Like, yo, we gonna drive this bitch home. Like, this shit is real out here, man.
I mean,
That's what I would do. I
I've been
can't
trying
speak.
to.
I can't speak on everybody else.
Right. I've been trying to foster like an open line for like the longest time. Like when my daughter mess up, she hit me up, and I don't quick to say, "Oh, I told you so," or "You should have," like, you know what I mean. Like I let her know, like, "Hey man, you messed up. I'm gonna help you through this," and or beforehand, I just try to tell her like, "Yo, like this is how you need to look out for stuff." Like at one point in time, she was like, she didn't think she had any friends at school. And that was a pretty tough conversation to have because like everybody wants their kids to have friends, you know what I mean? So it's like you just gotta like be able to be there for them for every opportunity they present you with as they grow older, because things are going to get more complicated, and if you don't practice that, when it finally happens and you have to address it, you're not going to know how. So I just make sure that she's able to talk to me about everything. I don't play the blame game. I'm all about fixing it. And I'm also preemptive in a lot of things that I see about to happen. Like, like, and I, like how and when I like see a certain age, like, oh, you got. I even ask questions. You got a boyfriend yet? Like, you got any boys? You're like, ew. Like, all right. She ain't quite there yet, or she playing the ill game with me. But like, she knows I don't mind having that conversation. I'm not mad about her having a boyfriend. I'm not gonna be like, what, you got a boyfriend? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna really just approach it like, hey, this is something that's going to happen eventually. I just need to be with her every step of the way, whether it be mistakes or success. We just gotta address it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. That's basically what my baby said. She said, open communication. I have 3 girls. My goal is to be honest. I need my babies to come to me for advice, and I will be there every step of the way. Pretty much what you said, man.
Hold on, let me get A-list real quick.
Go ahead.
Hey, A-list. Judging by your platinum count, so we're friends on PlayStation. Judging by your platinums on your account, bro, you have 0 friends, bro. Let's try to find out if you have friends, okay? Where are your friends at? Hey, you're the worst mod ever, bro.
Oh, what up, A-list, man?
Hey, what type of tea you having right now, man?
Let me know. What?
What type of tea is A-list having? Let me know, man. Let me just know that.
This man, this man got so many followers now. This man just trolling people.
Playing that console war, I ain't mad. That's how Wagos got up.
That's how you gonna get up there, boy.
Playing that console war.
Yep. I saw that one thing, bro. You happy?
Oh yeah, man. Congratulations, yo.
You got into a magazine.
Man. That one thing, bro. You happy?
Congratulations, man. Congrats, man. They picked you out of everybody. Congrats, man. All right, man. So Gold says no father wants their daughter having sex. But whether you like it or not, you can't stop her from fucking. But to go to such lengths to try and actively prevent her from having sex is disgusting.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna be a dude doing your dude thing, women are gonna be their women doing their women thing. So,
Yep, and we'll discuss that later.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll get on that later. All my platinum trophies were at 2017.
Oh, well.
After I had a horrific injury and I couldn't leave the house. Second, I got my legs back. I left the house. Word.
Over there trying to sound like a grandpa. Man, my lung collapsed back in 2017 and I still left the house. I had crutches and everything.
Shit.
trying to hit me up with the ailment speech. Man, if you only know how many injuries I went through and I was still leaving the house. I mean, I was in the club with a cast on my leg and I was still grinding, bro. Fuck out of here.
I'm still walking the block. Fuck out of here.
Yo, hey, listen, when you come to the States, man, hit Lee up, yo. She said she thinks it would be interesting for you to have tea with you. So,
Oh man.
What specifically tea though?
And then she goes to say mad biscuits on deck. Oh man. That sounds like a shot. 3-pointer.
tea and crumpets.
Oh man.
Mad biscuits.
Y'all gonna
Tea
have
was
a
lovely.
racial fun time.
And then maybe we could all go to Busch Gardens. So,
that would be dope. Come through,
that would be
A-list.
dope. Yeah, come through, man. We plan on having going through to Hollow Scream next year.
Me and Kickz will beat your tall ass.
Yeah, I'm bringing all my Tims, bro. I'm bringing like 4 Tims.
I know that injury wasn't due to playing basketball.
We're doing a playing PlayStation.
But all right, man. Back to you lead the eyes. Back to T.I., man. Back to T.I. All right, man. Let's go ahead and close this out. We spent a whole damn near fucking hour talking about this man. So, is he crazy?
Yes.
He's crazy. Yes.
All right. Let's put this out there. He's not. This is not worth being canceled for, right? I know how cancel culture is. This is not worth being canceled for, right?
I don't do cancel culture. I still listen to R. Kelly. I don't care.
You know, I agree with you, Biz. And yeah, fuck cancel culture because they have a big domain. I feel like there's a big domain just to be like, oh, there's things that we don't like. We don't want it there. And then like they fucking go off and do their own thing. So fuck cancel culture. Cancel. Woo! Cancel.
Right.
Cancel.
Right. No, I can't. No, I cancel that motherfucker R. Kelly. But Ayla said the injury was from being a high school athlete, which none of you dudes know nothing about. Hey.
This man A-list played curling in high school and think he an athlete.
Yo, fucking this top notch in golf. Like,
fuck out of here, curler. What are you?
Cancer culture.
I might have said that. I meant to say cancel. I might have said cancer culture.
All right. Yeah, it's a bit of a tongue twister. Yo, you funny, A-list.
oh man.
We want to join the curling team. We're going to the Nationals.
Gonna play polo.
Water polo? Oh man, A-list, you the GOAT.
Nah, man. Hey, man, congrats on being a high school athlete, man. All right. So, yo, if you're brand new here, hit that like, subscribe, and let us know how you croquet. Croquet.
Dressage is that horse dancing. Yeah,
croquet.
Croquet, right? I don't know what the hell it's called. I don't know.
Croquet.
Talking about that mallet sport with the balls. Ain't nobody playing that.
Nah, I think it's the one. I think it's the one with the ball with the feather behind it. When you hit it, it goes up real fast and it comes down slow.
Man, that's badminton.
Badminton. Oh, my bad. I wouldn't even know. Like,
oh man,
my grandma used to buy that stupid kid when we were like 5 or 6. I'm like, what is this? This is stupid.
The YMCA tried that with us, man. We said fuck that, and they just stopped it.
Don't even know the rules. Just hit it.
Yeah, croquet. Basketball.
Word. Croquet. All right, man. Yeah, man. That like button, subscribe, and let us know what you think. Either right here or down below in the comment section. All right, man. One more thing that badminton. Yeah, one more thing, man. That we gonna talk about before we get into some other stuff. People, stop killing your folks over chicken. Stop it.
Yo, I heard
Stop
about
it.
that the other day.
Stop it. Stop
Oh
stabbing
my.
people over a chicken sandwich, man. I had that shit 3 fucking times, Joe. It is not worth it. You relax. Like
Ugh.
And stop letting
slap
people
cock.
disrespect
Yo,
you. Stop letting people
slap.
disrespect you on Popeyes because you don't want to lose your place in line. Like, did you see the one where the man went in there and was calling people all types of N words, bro? He walked out of there like like he was Fred Sanford.
Yo, nah, I didn't see that, yo.
Oh, I want
I
to look for that
just
right now.
like I didn't want to look into it. I heard about it, man. This shit's been happening for a few months, like a few months, and yo, it's not like that unless those Popeyes in that area are lacing them shits with fucking cocaine. You motherfuckers need to stop. Y'all really need to stop, man. It's not worth it, dog. Just go home, get like Liz made me a fucking uh bomb ass like chicken sandwich with just chicken breast and she fried it up and like it was dope. Relax. It's not like that. Chill.
All right. So what was it? Because somebody cut him in line? Was it because of that?
Yo, I'm gonna cut you because you cut me in line.
I'm gonna cut you in line right now. Was it
Yo,
because cut you, bro? Oh,
I'm really like Lee said you slap cocks across the net. I don't know what the hell that is. What that just sounds
Croquet,
funny.
Crockett. Crockett.
I was just trying to figure out like yo, the other
yo,
team slapped them back. Like, yo, that's
hey,
crazy.
yo, you are fucking consecutive appreciation. All right, comment appreciation. You're consecutive. It's the second week in a row.
Slapping
A-list,
cocks.
the cock smacker.
And then A-List says he killed dudes for less. Fuck out of here. Yo, A-List, you a killer, son? Let me find out.
Hey, list, man. I know how you do in London streets, man. You drink the wrong tea, nigga. Like and then you give people the wrong tea. That's how y'all do, man. You just give people the wrong tea.
It's called a shuttlecock? Yo, all right, man. We off that. So
Why
yeah,
did you go find that, bro? Is that what that thing's really called? That thing is, oh man, shuttlecock.
Shuttlecock.
Oh,
But then you said slap cocks. Like, all right.
You hit it with a racket, crocacket, crococket,
All right,
crocracket.
man. All right. So, yeah, stop killing people over chicken sandwiches, y'all. It's not that serious.
Yo, that story when the guy got stabbed, bro. Like that was in Oxon Hill, Maryland. I live like 3 miles from there, bro. That shit was crazy when I saw it on Twitter. I was like,
Yo,
bro,
they lacing that motherfucker with crack over there, man. Don't eat it over there. When you get home, don't do
I'm not. I haven't even been interested in that, bro. Like I don't even want to get addicted to that sandwich. Like people are like legit like want to eat that every other day. I don't want to be a part of that.
See, people make me mad, right? We just had this conversation the other day. What the fuck meal that you would have that would deter you from not having, that wouldn't deter you from not having. So it's like if I go to a store, I want this, I'm gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? There is no Popeye's chicken sandwich in that equation. So it's like I want this, give me this. You know what I'm saying? There is no time that would be a Popeye's chicken sandwich ever.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't want a Popeye's chicken sandwich. Who the is it better than is Popeye's chicken sandwich better than pizza, bro?
Nah, no. I mean, everything has its like good and the bad. So I'm not gonna sit there and say it's better than pizza.
Mm.
But I'm not gonna say pizza's better than that. Like if whatever you hit, like whatever you looking for to eat, if it's chicken, if Popeyes is your shit, then that's what you go to. Um, if you want to talk about comparing it to KFC or what's another one? Bojangles, then I guess you go ahead and try to make that comparison. But
I mean,
uh,
if we talk in the hood, right? Because like in my hood, uh, there's uh there's chicken places all over the fucking place. So I want a spicy chicken sandwich. We could guard the metric for spicy chicken sandwiches. So like over there makes it better, over here makes it worse. So we could be like, if we go to the, I'm sorry, if we go to this certain spot, we go to be, we can like travel a mile, maybe, um, to get some spicy chicken sandwich. But everybody serves a fucking chicken sandwich. Like there's nothing special about the Popeyes chicken sandwich, and I would rather probably get a garlic knot with extra cheese, bro. I don't know. These niggas
they,
is fucking.
yeah, I don't know, man. Um, just everybody just leave the shit alone, man. Yo, scroll back up to the Boondock shit, yo.
Bro, this robbery is literally like a mile from my house, bro. All this Popeye shit is happening in Maryland, bro.
Man,
You should
I'm
be
telling you,
scared.
they lacing that shit with crack, dude. They lacing it with crack. They lacing it.
Nah,
It's laced.
he's robbing the register. He ain't getting no sandwich.
Oh, all right, all right. Oh, yeah, I'm about to say, man, they lacing it with crack, yo. A-List said we stop eating meat, plant-based lifestyle forever. Forever.
Nice. I appreciate your dedication to that. A-list.
Yeah, man. Way to be vegetarian, man. All right, man. It was a topic that was suggested last week, and it was about colorism. Um,
Yo, this is funny.
what's funny? Oh, some motherfucker calling me. I can't even see that shit the way it is. Yeah, the topic that came up last week was about colorism, and it's an issue whereas people are being discriminated because of their color. If nobody knows what colorism means. Um, it is a problem within like it is a problem in the world, right? So and it's not just with darker folks, it's with light skinned folks. Um uh Biz, I'm gonna ask you, like, have you ever had a problem where women wouldn't fuck with you because you're of a darker tone?
I'm sure, man. Like there was a brief while back there in the day, man. Back when Genuine was considered to be the pinnacle of fine, and Shamar Moore. Wasn't no women checking for dark skin at the time, man. I remember everybody had a picture of Shamar Moore on the outside sleeve of their notebooks. I was like, yo, so you just gonna throw it in our face, the dark skinned brothers? We gotta watch this every day. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it happened back then, but ever since we started winning, which has been for about a decade now, things been good. Things been good.
Right, light skinned folks been like we did have a nice little period,
Man, I
but
had a
everybody was
run.
checking. We had a nice little run, but
Wait, wait, wait.
before
Let me
before
just
that
say,
before that was Wesley
me
Snipes, and
too.
then now it's
Wait,
I don't
wait,
know
wait,
I don't know
wait.
who.
I'm just gonna say, me too. I want all the dark skinned ladies. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead.
No, you. All right.
Okay. Nah, cause like some people have been going through this all their lives, right? Cause there's this ignorant little stigma that black isn't beautiful. And you know, it fucks with people at most times. And I mean, while nobody's gonna be everybody's type, uh I guess I'm gonna say that you shouldn't put down another skin tone and the wake up boasting or boosting up on like one of your preferences or anything like that. Damn.
Man, listen.
Read that. Read that, Biz.
I'm not addressing any list right now, man. Hold on.
All right.
But I do remember an account where it was like some colorism going on. All right, so I was in like 3rd grade going to day camp for a summer, and I'm sitting there doing a puzzle or some little bullshit at the open rec time, and some girls came to the table and they was like, I was like, oh shit, I'm getting some rhythm today. I probably didn't say that, but I was like, ooh, girls. And they sat down. I was like, why are you so dark? Mind you, I was outside all day, every day, man. I was crispy. Like I was darker than I am now, man. I didn't know I could get as light as I can possibly get, like I am now. But back then, I was black. And then they was like, yo, why are you so dark? Like, yo, I be outside. It was like, nah, you must be from Africa. I was so offended. I was so offended. I went
That's
home.
ignorance.
I went
That's
home and
ignorance.
told my people, was like, yo, don't worry about it. It's okay. I was like really hurt. Like, yo, because they was dark skinned too. Like, they weren't as dark as me, of course, but they was dark skinned too. I was like, yo, like, there's levels to this. Shit crazy.
Yeah. Like, I can only speak for light skinned folks, man. Whereas light skinned people are getting this little stigma that they are sensitive, you know, and like most people, well, not most people, but you know, most. Not, I keep saying fucking most. Some people have a preference of dark skinned folks, right? So, there are times where a guy would go ahead and like a chick, and she be like, "Nah, I ain't fucking with you," and then you see who she starts fucking with. Like at that, like after that point, you're like, "Oh, okay, it was because of my skin tone." All right, cool. And then it just ends up being the same, like not the same person, but the same type of people where they just go ahead and keep dating that person or that type of person. I knew a chick in the military that would only date white men,
Oh,
and
I've seen that.
she was black.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
Man, I don't have an issue with, preference. Like, that's a clearly defined preference. But when you start trying to separate black into levels, like there's dark skin black, there's black, there's medium brown, then there's light skin, then there's red. Like, yo, like, why we, like, we are just black. Like, that shit's crazy. Like, until I see that same attitude applied to white people. What's it, white skin? Until I see that applied to white people, I don't think it's even the same. I don't know if you can do that with them.
Me neither, man.
Unless you do hair color and eyes and all that, like then you can start separating people. Like, I won't date anybody unless they have blue eyes. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
What I would say is there's a lot of dark skinned ladies who aren't into the light skinned dudes, right? So I don't know. Maybe we all need a dynamic. Maybe sounds good to me.
I'm I'm just gonna say this. I am not in favor. I'm like Biz said, preference, right? It's all about preference. I just don't like it when people will down another race, not another race, but a different skin tone person for the sake of what they like. For example, remember that cartoon that we was talking about where it was like, "Oh, you're beautiful now because you're white and you don't have like, you know, nappy hair or something like that." Remember that cartoon?
A cartoon?
Oh, I
Yeah,
remember
that
that.
cartoon we
That
talked about.
fucking bullshit ass, racist ass. Yes, it was
Yeah.
like they changed her skin tone
Oh,
and
the
her
princess
hair was
joint?
like
Yeah,
yeah,
that
the
princess
princess
joint.
joint.
Yeah, I remember that. That was like
Yeah,
episode
that shit
12.
yeah, that shit had me hot because is basically teaching colorism to children, and I'm really not in favor of knocking down somebody over their skin tone and praising another person for their skin tone. That's just ridiculous. Um, that cartoon was wild. Yeah. Let me see. Let me read.
Well, I'm gonna say
A-list
this.
also says he never seen a light skinned dude win a fight. I mean, that's cool, man. I don't know,
I'm gonna keep it real. I only seen one light skinned dude win a fight.
See, there's a
That's
stigma
pretty
out there.
I
funny,
don't have a
bro.
sticker. I'm just telling you my. I'm just telling you my
Yeah,
truth, man. I
there's
don't.
a stigma out there.
I know some light skinned dudes can fight. I think, but I don't. I'm just telling you, I ain't seen it. I seen.
Hey, Liz, you an asshole for that. Hey, I could win a fight. All right, Biz, I could win a fight. All right.
I don't sit there and try to prove myself. If the time comes, it'll be what it'll be. Um, let's see. Well, my baby says, well, there are some dark skinned men out there saying shit like, I don't find dark skinned women attractive. Uh, and she says, I think it's mad disrespectful, negroid. Your mama is dark as hell.
My thing with that is like I always find that response kind of weird. Are you insinuating that I should be attracted to my mom? Because that's strange.
No, no, no. I'm just saying that there. Oh my gosh. Even that statement, I'm thinking about it like in my head. I'm just like trying to like divert the attention to it. Um, no, no, no. Dark skin is beautiful. Um,
Yeah.
for sure that you want to have what you want. There's a lot of times where I want a fucking opposite. Um, you guys might know that sometimes that I want a light skinned woman or whatever sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like there should be a certain standard where it should be not based off how you are you know what I'm saying? Like how you look. I was gonna say how you look. It's just not. It shouldn't be a standard of how the tone is. Shouldn't be in it. It should be like a no brainer. Like this is somebody that you want. I want this type of person. Let me have this type of person, whether they are light, dark, blah blah blah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, well, skin tone doesn't matter. It's about
It
it's
really
just
doesn't.
essentially a checklist, if you will, where okay, does she cook? Does she clean? Is she caring? Is she is she somewhat sensitive? Is she,
Oh my gosh.
can she pick up certain can she pick up certain what's that? Signals where if
Cues.
I'm in a bad mood, she'll come and do the girlfriend thing where she
No, 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 no,
quote, all that stuff.
no, 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 no. She
I
doesn't
think
have to cook or clean or like do all those things. Like regardless of her.
I'm just saying whatever your checklist is. I'm just giving a broad like
Attraction meter.
a
That
broad
should
list.
be
Yeah,
that should
a broad
be
list.
nah.
Well, whatever
Um,
your checklist is, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but
no, no,
I guess that's what I'm checking for.
yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad, my bad. You were saying your point.
Brilliones.
Yep, Brit's in here. She's not she. Ayla says, Kodak Black.
You cut out, bro. You good?
Yeah, he cut out.
So Kodak Black said he ain't interested in dark skinned sisters. And he dark as stuff. He's dark as fuck. Well, I think a lot of people like the longest time in culture, like especially our culture, when it comes down to like who we put on a pedestal, a lot of times has been light skinned women. Even in R&B, like all of like even in movies and stuff like that. Like for a long time, we just been conditioned to believe that light skin's better. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that
And
he's right for thinking
yeah,
that, but that's just, I believe as ignorant as he is, I believe that's where his ideals is coming from.
it kind of makes me mad because like I've been doing this since the beginning. Where in the beginning, I didn't care whether it was a dark skinned woman,
She
whether it
said I
was a
killed
light
them.
skinned woman, whether it's anybody. You know what I'm saying? But the woman that was attracted to me happened to be either Latina woman or white woman. Um, so not to say that like I don't appreciate my princesses because I love dark skinned women too. I'm black myself. They just don't like me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that dynamic works in between this conversation or not. Is because the queens don't like me. So what am I gonna like? Maybe Latina women, maybe white women, who knows? You know what I'm saying? It gets me upset. Me personally because I love my princesses.
Well, I'm sure there's some that will work with you. You know what I mean? It's just that
I
it's
gotta
just a matter
work
of shoot.
harder for them.
No, I'm not saying work harder. Maybe you just need to shoot your shot more. You can't make shots if you don't shoot enough. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. It might just be that. Like,
Wait.
maybe
What happened? I'm
maybe
sorry, I got kicked out. What happened?
um,
Well, I was talking about how
Kickz is black.
dark.
What?
Yes, I'm black. I'm black and Puerto Rican. Um, but I was saying that like how certain women don't favor me as a person they want to be with because I may look Dominican or something. But I'm Puerto Rican and black, right? Um, uh, and the women that show favor in me are not black women, are not. Even though I may love black women. And it puts me down the rabbit hole of dating Spanish women, maybe white women, or things of that nature. And I was just trying to say that like it's not that I don't appreciate black women; they just don't like me.
It could be. Wait, do you know when you? All right, I don't remember if it's about you. I'm just going to ask one quick question. I'm just going to get off of it. Okay. All right. I'm not going to make this about you. Just one quick question.
Go ahead.
So, when you with women, do you normally pick up for their attraction first, or do you or do you approach them based on your attraction to them? Like
No,
when you're attracted to
I
a woman, do you go in, or do you when you think they might like you? Is that when you go in?
no, I go in there. I'm not scared to say that I want a woman.
Well, I'm not trying to play for scared. Some people just move differently. It's not even
Not even
about fear. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. I like on how I met my wife real quick. Was at a club out in Missoula, Montana. Yeah, that's butt fuck nowhere. Y'all not gonna know where it is. But um she was in a club. She was dancing on my homie. I liked it, so I approached her at the like after the club. So she showed interest, got her number, and we met up the next day at the mall. That's just me keeping the story short. There's something else I think I told in the stream one time. I'm not really sure, but if I didn't, I will tell it later. But all in all, like I saw something, I liked it, I went after it, and I married it. So um,
You keep calling her it. I don't think she appreciates that.
yeah, nah, my bad. It's not, it's not any disrespectful thing.
I
But
know it's not.
I shot my shot, and she responded. She liked me, and we're married now. So yeah, in any case, if somebody sits there and says that all like black women don't like them, yeah, I'm guessing it all depends on if you're shooting your shot at every chance that you get
Hey, look,
on a
what
person
I'm
that you like.
saying, all the dark skinned women think I'm fucking Dominican, all right? And you don't know that I'm half black, I half Puerto Rican. And there's probably women that like was like, I would be with you if you were black. And I'm like, I am black. You
Wait,
know what I'm
they flat out said that?
No, I'm just trying to
Oh,
say that like there's probably some women that's like, oh, you Dominican. You look Dominican. I'll probably be with you if you probably black. And I am black. You know what I'm saying?
Dominicans be black though, man. They be in denial themselves.
Bro, this is what I'm trying to say. They're in denial of certain situations. if I was Dominican all the way, I would probably have much, probably times two of the women's that I've been with. But like they're like, nah, you're not Dominican. Blah 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 blah. Blah. I'm like, so what if I'm black or Puerto Rican? Like, so what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think
people just have to get past that, man.
you just
Yeah,
got
it's
you got to do a survey, bro. You got to do a survey, like, yo,
all angles.
you got to do a survey, like, hey,
Yo,
I'm interested in you. Are you interested in me? Like, what's up? I'm paraphrasing here. Like, don't actually approach nobody like that. But
nah, look,
and then once
show
they
an
say nah, I'll
application.
be like, well, why not? You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to do a Q&A. Like, well, why not though? Like, just to make
Yo,
sure
show your
that's what it
application,
is.
and when it says nationality, show that you check black. All right.
Britt says that's kind of how I feel about black men. Kickz. I love black men, but they don't love me. Man, listen, I came to your stream, man. There was a gang of dudes in there, like trying to see what's going on with Britty on ass and her black ass. So yeah, I don't want to hear that. You just don't like them. They're not even on your radar.
Who me?
Nah, I'm talking to Britty on
Nah,
ass.
she's talking about Brit.
Hey, Britt, I'm on that radar. You know what I'm saying?
Uh
I didn't
oh.
even know what Britt looked like, to be honest. Let me stop.
Nah, and then there's some other and then there's some other people where it will happen to the point where they get mad that the black men are actually going after white women or different nationalities of women, and they're the ones that are shooting every person that comes down to them. Like they shooting them down. So it's like, yo, how you gonna get mad at this person that you like, but you want to try to play cat and mouse?
Bro.
And the man's is telling you what it's hitting for, and you like, nah, I ain't fucking with you. Yet you still want him to chase you. Like I don't like playing games like that is crazy to me. I saw that on Facebook a long time ago, and it stuck with me because you can't blame you sit there and say all men ain't shit, yet you shooting down every man that comes to you.
Man, listen, Twitter is a crazy place, right? First, Brittany, Brittany, I want to tell you something. They're all your friends because you friend zoned every last one of them.
Oh Lord.
That's what that is. That was your choice, not theirs. Anyway, so on Twitter, there are threads of women saying that they don't mind uh, women talking to the opposite race, but let it be men. Hell no, they don't like it. It turns their stomach. They demonize one side and then they applaud women getting with other races. Like, you go, girl. You better do that. You better get a rock on that finger for that one. Like, oh, hold on, wait. What come y'all
You
can
better
cross the line, but we
marry
can't.
you better marry that credit score.
Yeah, shit like that. You better marry that good credit score, girl. You better get it. Like, what?
I just had a fucking comedian say like oh, it was Joe Coy, I think his name is, which is funny. But he was like, you better marry that credit score, basically. he, was like, I got a tiny dick, but I could
Wait,
fucking buy you a house. Or some shit like that.
I saw some shit like that on the I don't know if it was him, but I saw some shit like that. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta use what you could work with, man.
yeah, yeah.
and plus, when you get
But
to, I guess for women, when you get to a certain age, ain't no point bragging on no dick. They brag on what they can show. You know what I mean? For some women, so it's like I'd rather take the house and a little dick than a big dick in a shack. So it's
look,
like,
I just don't get. I don't get half these women's mentality because like they go for those type of dudes, right? Let's say they go for the dudes that like are on it. They got the biggest dick and they fuck like crazy or whatever. Um, are you gonna have that dude? Like, are you really gonna have that dude? I don't know. Who knows?
yeah, colorism is
Yeah,
weird though, man. Like just we all like get a line of black people, and we all different shades of beautiful, and there's like somebody who walks up to that and be like, "This is the most beautiful one." Hey, do y'all remember that project they did on the little kids? It sounds weird. The social experiment they did on the little kids, that sounds weird too. But it's a social experiment. So what they did is that they put a child in a room by themselves, a black child, and they put two dolls in there, and they be like, which one do you prefer, the black doll or the white doll? And they like, yo, the brown one fire, but that white one, that white one, let me get that. So it's like, and and I guess that transcends the light skinnedness as well, because that's the closest you're gonna get on our side of the fence without actually having to be white. Like that's why probably, we hail up being light skinned as the pinnacle of blackness, and sometimes for some people.
Hey, can I get a little bit upset though? Can I get a little bit upset?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a lot of bit upset. But
disclaimer. All right, go.
Actually, yeah, disclaimer, because we're talking about porn here. Disclaimer.
Talking about what?
We're talking about.
Right, hold on. Let me read these. Let me read these real quick. It sounds like a brand new topic. Hold up.
Wait, I'm gonna go pee real quick. I'm gonna be back.
This man had mad pork slap before he got on the mic.
Yeah, yo, everybody put that pork in.
What? Put the what in?
Pause. Okay, so Britt says, I think the hypocrisy comes from the hate for black women that comes from a lot of men who date outside their race. Yeah, I see what you're saying. What up, Titanfall?
Yeah, I feel that point.
Titanfall, what's up? She says she never listened to anybody but yourself when it comes to happiness. Britt says not all, most of them. Sometimes some of it come out. She's talking about what she's saying is a lot of highs. What ups? And Lee says this is talking about your what you said about your social experiment, Biz. We've been conditioned to see white, fair, light skin with success.
100.
Yeah, definitely been conditioned. This world history. Yeah, it comes from the hate of. It comes from the hate of It comes from the hate of black people, for real. Sup, Deacon A-list. Deacon.
My bad. I missed all the comments.
And
pork slap.
I said that you was drinking too much pork slap, and then I was like, go ahead and put the pork in the chat.
Oh man.
So Liz says, I'm proud of being dark skinned any day, anytime. Yeah, baby, and I love you for that.
100.
That's why I married you.
You know how we just systematically still connected to our ancestors and the way we think. And this was all orchestrated, like, to pit us against each other. So I read and seen in documentaries and things like that, is that they took the lighters and put them in the house to work, and it drove hate between us. So then Massa wasn't like the one that people were angry with. We were angry at each other about our circumstance because one had a certain lifestyle versus the other. So when Massa stepped in and said, okay, we're going to do this to make things better, they were seen as a light to our plight. Man, that's bars. Yo, that is bars, man. You heard that? A light to our plight.
Hey, that brings a lot to the table, bro.
the thing is, man, and I think you're right. It was to pit everybody against each other, whereas the light-skinned folks back in slavery were treated better. They were actually working in the house mostly, and pretty much were snitches and all that stuff. And they slave masters knew what they were doing. The ones that were doing that type of shit, they knew what they were doing. But yeah, I don't. Again, man, I think all, like, I'm not gonna talk about men. All women are beautiful. Like every skin tone, like each and every race. So it ain't about skin tone with me. It's more about the person. And I know that sounds cliche, but I'm telling the 100% truth, man. Colorism is very close to racism, and I'm not fucking with it. Not fucking with it at all.
All right, so let me come back and say what I was gonna say before.
Hold on, man. Look, listen, hold on.
Oh shit!
Hold up. We gonna get to you. We gonna get to you in a second. Let me just read these, man. Hey yo, stop stop texting, man. I want to get y'all. Slave owners were fucking evil. It's sickening how they did things. Lily with the eyes
100.
saying that she's here.
Oh, what up, Lily?
What up, yo? Britt says, and we still struggle with it as a community to this day. Religion also did a lot of damage. Yes, that is definitely true.
100.
Titanfall, whether it was on purpose or indirect, but it definitely did. A-list, just the person I was looking for. Hey, thicker women's. And that's to everybody. And that's
Whammons.
Lily. That's Lily saying that. That's Lily saying that.
He's a funny guy.
All right, go ahead with your anger disclaimer, because we're gonna be talking about porn, I guess. Go ahead.
It's definitely a disclaimer. So it gets me mad that whenever there's a white woman on Pornhub or any fucking porn site that labels these thick ass white women as pogs, right? Like I forgot what pogs mean. Like
Fat ass white girl.
pretty fucking much. But then when it comes to a fat ass black girl, they're always thoughts. They're always thoughts. I'm like, I don't want to associate my black women with thoughts. It gets me upset. I'm like, I don't want to fucking look up thought and it's like just fucking black women. Like a thought is a white woman too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need some diversity in this thought search. And that gets me upset. That pisses me off.
Well, I feel you, but it's on both fucking sides with the men that be putting these shits up where it's where it'd be a interracial one where white guy on girl, like there's bitch in the title or a hoe or something like that. And with black men, it's the same thing. I fucked this bitch off of Tinder or some shit like that. So yeah, there's like mad disrespect to black women in the porn industry, not just based off of the titling alone. It's
I mean, I don't.
it's deeper than that.
I mean, it gets weird though. Like they say shit like, I mean, I'd rather be thought and bitch than stepsister. Like I don't want or my son. Like, are you serious? My son? Or my son? Yo, listen, they got some weird titles too, bro, and I think theirs are worse. They talk about incest and shit.
Yeah, I'm fucking my stepsister, stepdad, stepmoms. Yeah,
No, they got actual son too, like actual like son.
yeah. Son fucking mom, son fucking sister, or some shit like that. They on some.
But the thing is that you could do it for both, right? What is the one that they specifically mandate for a white girl, which is Pog, and then there's the one that's specifically mandate for a black girl, which is probably Thought. And then that shit makes me upset. I'm like, we not dots. Like, what the fuck out here?
I low key want to pull up Pornhub right now so we can do some research.
Other things.
Hold up. Typhoid. Yes, you can, yo. Yes, you can. You can definitely do that because it's still a profession. They're still getting money, and I mean, there are people that pose nude and stuff like that. So
I feel it.
Yeah, I mean, you probably can, but for me, it's still demeaning to a degree.
Right.
Let's see. I thought about when we went to the haunted house when that bitch put the ticket in her mouth, and I looked at you like, what the fuck? Ticket in your mouth.
Oh, relax. What did I do? Okay. I thought about the other day and was discuss it all over again. What are we talking about now? I thought about when we went to the haunted house. Yeah, I remember that. When the bitch put the ticket in. Oh, yeah. That was nasty.
Oh.
Yeah, Kickz don't have another phone, by the way.
Nah, not yet. I don't have a phone.
Yeah, I remember that. That was disgusting. I don't know why that came up, but yeah. Oh, you telling her why you thought about her? Okay, I got you. I see it now. But yeah, that was nasty. I can't tell. I can't get no
Okay.
context better than that. I would, but I can't.
Bitch, you wanna know where your hands been? Put them tickets in my mouth. Y'all, wait, y'all opened your mouth?
Whoa! Hey,
I don't remember. I might have. Shit. And I was appalled what happened. I was like, wait a minute. She touched
Son,
all the. She touched all these tickets from other people, and then, oh my god, got
yo,
herpes.
son, man. Imagine how many people was dead like when she was doing that shit before y'all.
Yeah, I did think about that immediately.
Yeah, man.
Can we move on? So, colorism, man, that shit crazy.
Yeah, yo, all in all, man, colorism is a fucked up thing. I wish people would stop doing it, man. And also, do not put somebody down for their skin tone to boost up another person for their skin tone, just
I
because
agree.
it's your preference.
I agree.
You know what I
Just
hate?
There's
because
You
it's
know
your
what
there's some
grinds
preference.
white
my
people that
gears,
are
man?
dope. There's some black people that are dope. There's some Asians that are dope. There's some fucking everything that are dope. Yeah, just recognize that they're dope and just be like, yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah,
So,
man. All
oh,
people got features, good features. Go ahead, Biz. I'm sorry.
so, what grinds my gears is what grinds my briefcase is this, or what closes my briefcase is this. Here you go. You get on Pornhub or whatever, or wherever you like to spank at or rub it out at, right? And you go to
Mhm.
the ebony section or the black section.
Right.
I always
It
go
is
there.
there's nothing but interracial in there. You go to interracial. I'm like, yo, what is this section for? Like,
And
you
you know
have an
what?
interracial section right here.
That's true because interracial goes into like five different categories. It could go into blowjob. It could go into um I don't know, sex or
Well,
whatever fucking
Yeah,
thing
but
they
two
have.
races are involved. Two different races are
uh, I, be-
involved.
I believe interracial can be, uh, Indian, white, Indian, black, Asian, and white, Asian, and black.
Yeah, that's all I'm
Uh,
saying. Yeah,
yeah. Um, that's what interracial is actually for per se. Let's see, gentlemen. Your dear viewer, A-list, has an issue and requests your assistance.
That he DM'd her already. Holy crap.
Damn. Yeah, he went. Biz is the only time I wish you had your soundboard,
It's coming
so
back.
you go ahead and shoot your shots.
Yeah, I got a lot of. I opened up a new profile on my computer just for the podcast, so I don't have no more issues. So once it's set, I can forget. So it's a work in progress.
Word, word.
What did he say? He just says I'm hot right now.
He just asked her if she was single. Just just say no or yes, and then like I can't get this man. He all the way in England. Like
hey, all I'm gonna say is that A List has a message that says "I'm hot right now," and I don't
yeah,
know what the
he
fuck
said he
the
mad.
context
He
is.
said he mad. I guess. I guess he was mad. Yeah, man, I can't do nothing, man. He's wearing his penny loafers and thigh high shorts, like just
with
sitting there chilling, sipping tea
with the suspenders
with the suspenders and like outside of the umbrella and shit and watching people play croquet. Like
and
I can't get him right now.
and
I
still
don't
put a
know what
belt
you're
on.
doing, man. I
And still put a belt on.
don't know.
My pants ain't going nowhere. No one's going to see my drawers today.
Knee high socks, all that shit, man.
Oh man.
Lily and A-list sitting in the back of the chassis,
Hey,
getting on
hey,
some
Lily.
assy. Yeah.
Hey, Lily, man. I'm gonna hit you up when I got a phone, fam. I'm gonna hit you up. I got no phone, man. I'm gonna give you a big hug, digital. Know what I'm saying?
I'm mad we crossed the line at thigh high socks. Like before that, it was cool.
No, I said thigh high shorts. I said thigh high shorts.
Oh, I thought you said thigh high socks. My bad.
I said knee high socks.
Oh yeah. True.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. What's up, man? Share this, man. Let people know we out here.
Yeah, we
Also,
definitely out here. Hey, Biz.
What's good, cuz?
Why the fuck you using these fucking lame ass shits from last week? All right, wait. We need to talk shit.
yeah, we do because Biz got something that he need to say. Go ahead, Biz.
Leave me alone.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
Nah,
I'm gonna get a new one next week. Huh?
Introduce our last shit, man, about men bashing.
All right. So, as the president of the men's club, I've noticed a lot of trends out here, especially in my favorite platform of choice. I probably didn't have to say of choice, but I did. There's a lot of men bashing going on, and now women, stick women's, all women's. I understand that you get your bashing too. I don't do that, so I can't speak on behalf of that. Now, I'll do my best to prevent my friends from doing that, but I have no control over the entire populace. But really, what really hurts me, your friend Biz, is when you divert all that negative energy towards my gender, the cis male. Okay, I didn't have a choice. I was just naturally born man, and I agreed with it. Okay, so when women talk about us, it's pretty defeating. Like, oh, they ain't shit because if they ain't doing this type of thing, or they ain't shit because they do this type of thing, or they ain't shit because they're not this type of way, or they ain't shit because they dating white women's. It hurts, bro. It hurts me because I'm like right there in the middle of the war, and I love y'all, but I don't feel that love back, man. What's up with that?
Okay, I think that.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a plea more than it's a topic. Like, can you guys police up your gender? Okay, can you police your gender up and have them refrain from hurting us? Okay, we're good guys on this panel. We do some fucked up shit. Yeah, granted. But one thing we don't do is belittle our queens. No. If it don't apply, let it fly.
Yeah,
no. Screw that, because you said y'all generalizations happen, and we come in there to say, no, you need to take your gripes up with one person. Say their name. Like, if it don't apply, let it fly. No, say their name. Whoever hurt you, say their name.
Stop being subliminal, man. Stop generalizing. I don't like to generalize myself. That's why I say some, most, a little bit. You know, some shit like that to where I, like, if I don't want to say a name, I'll say some. I see threads where it's like, men ain't, like Biz said, men ain't shit, men this, men that. And sometimes it ain't just men, it ain't just women that's doing it. It's men that are trying to garner some likes, and, you know, pretty much simping for those that he don't even know. So it's crazy out here where men are getting a bad rep for, and I mean a lot of men are getting a bad rep for what certain types of men do.
Hey, bro, I got you. Hold on a second. Hey, Lily just trying to roast me right now because she don't pair her socks. She just dump them in the drawer, lazy ass. And then Brit, like all pairs of socks have a left and right foot, bro. Like, I don't understand what you're trying to say here. Like relax.
Yo, but then, I mean, y'all want to be subliminal. Like, yo, like, stop being subliminal. Say the fucking names, man. That way we know who you talking about. You don't even have to tag them. Just say this idiot motherfucker named Eric, or this dumb motherfucker named Brandon this silly motherfucker named Tyrese. Not the singing Tyrese, but y'all know who I'm talking about. There's a lot of ties out there. Just like be
Tyrese.
specific. Just be specific on who you're talking about, because
Oh,
generalizing ain't gonna do shit. Y'all would kill us. Y'all would definitely kill us if we start saying, "Oh, all women do this, all women do that." In fact, y'all do this shit all the time when a man comes in there. I'm gonna say y'all
Y'all
because
here.
it's y'all here. Y'all do this shit all the time because a man would be like, well, women just want a nigga with money. Women just want this. Women just want that. And that's based off of their experience. Then they getting dogged, they getting trashed, they getting killed because they're generalizing. And it's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You're in the middle of a thread that starts off with all men ain't shit because they do this, 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 and this. Then you get pissed off at a man for doing what one of your folks just did. Relax.
Mm.
Like, relax.
mm.
And we already know it's a landslide victory for y'all as far as who does it the most. Okay, like let's be honest. Like like unless a man is crying about the situation, we're probably not going to say anything. It'd be the ones that just recently got hurt. Now, if you just recently got hurt, cool. Go ahead, do your thing. You know what I mean? Go ahead and express yourself any way possible. We got women who are okay, got no issues, and just want to speak up on some shit that somebody did to somebody specifically and won't say no names. Like, I'm tired of that, man. Say some names, bro. Say some names. Say
Rich
some
said she don't
names.
care about those tweets either way, to be honest. I mean, that's cool. That's cool for you. But, you know, I'm seeing it on my timeline. And if I'm seeing it on my timeline, one of y'all are liking it. One of y'all is sharing it. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else to say.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, let's make a pact between genders, okay? Whether it be cis or trans, okay? We need to
Whoa.
expeditiously. Hey man, women is women now, men is men. Hey, let's just get with the times, man. We ain't gotta subscribe to it, but let's just identify it and call it what it
I
is.
wasn't I wasn't even thinking about it, but go ahead.
All right. Oh yeah, tweet about me later. You ain't got nothing on me, fam. I ain't been nothing but good to you. Fuck out of here. Okay? I ain't been nothing but a good guy to you. But anyway, yeah, let's make a pact where we could just like tweet about the good things. Like this guy approached me today and he asked me, he actually asked me what my name was, and he was being a gentleman, but I still didn't give him my number because fuck men. You know what I mean? But this asshole approached me and I gave him my number to see where it can go, and then he did me dirty. Let's just keep it a buck. You know? How'd that make it weird? It's a real life thing. You know what? I'm getting off my soapbox. Y'all got it.
No, she's talking about the cis or trans thing. I think that's what she's saying.
No, it is. I know. I'm just messing with her.
Yeah. Right. And A-list being toxic. Look, toxic masculinity. Stop it, A-list.
I mean, men are in both versions of the word, so men and women, we in there. Ooh, we in there. I love it.
Look, you gonna write that shit down. All
Yep.
right. I said men are and women are. That's gonna be fire.
Hey,
Are dudes still asking for numbers?
hey,
Yeah.
listen, I still ask for numbers, fam.
Snapchat is what's popping. That's a whole different topic, man.
I still ask for them numbers, man, because like there's tiers to this shit now. Whereas like I spoke about this with these guys, but there is the Facebook, there's the Instagram, there's the Snapchat, or I'm not putting those in any specific tier. That's probably like one tier right there.
The
But
pinnacle
then
of the pinnacle of
asking,
that is Instagram, definitely.
you're right, right. Asking for the number is like top tier now. So there's
Son,
like many different layers.
like asking for numbers is mad personal, yo. You trying to friend her on a Snapchat. I'm guessing you should be able to figure out that there's a lot of other motherfuckers on her Snapchat, but how many of them got her phone number?
I
Hey,
feel
you
like the
can
phone
ask
number is
for
the easiest thing to
Snapchat.
give out because you can put that on a block list ASAP and you never hear from them again.
All right, you can ask for a Snapchat. You get a Snapchat, but then what does that lead to?
Because
Maybe not your number.
You
if you got
already in the
this
friend zone, motherfucker.
Maybe not your number.
If you got this, if you got their
Nah.
social
It's
media,
not
you
the
can always
first
find your
number.
way in their inbox.
Yeah, you can find your way in the inbox, but damn, son, like yo, you follow her, she follows you. Guess what? You're fucking friends now. Woohoo!
That's the safe zone. You know, you gotta be safe. I
Biz
can't
ask for emails.
Eventually, I do. You know, it comes with the territory. Gotta handle some business in the email inbox. You wouldn't know nothing about that, man. You still living a young man's life. You know what I mean?
Right. So, Lee says IG Snap allow you to actually see who you're talking to. Right. Right. We're talking about. Well, I mean, if everybody's talking about meeting somebody over the internet, yes. But in person, if you run up on a chick, you spin game, and then you say, "Yo, let me get your Snapchat," I might laugh at you if I'm right there. I might laugh at you.
You act like you was right there, bro. Was you right there?
I said if.
Oh man.
I did say if.
You dictating rules, bro, but you been out there? Alright.
Yeah, I just said I approached my wife and I asked for her number.
Bro, that was like 14 years ago, bro. I'm just saying, what is it like now? I don't know, man.
I still go with phone numbers are the most personal thing you can probably get from a
For
woman
you,
or
it's
anybody else.
I don't know. I
what's
feel
it
like
be?
Facebook and Instagram is pretty intimate because you have your list of your family on one. You have
Mm-hmm.
but just a phone number. Like as soon as you mess up, you get on that block list. You ain't coming back from that. And unless you try to backwards trace that number to their social media, you ain't gonna get in contact with them no more. You know what I mean? That's just the end of the road. But when you get their social media, you got access to their family, their friends. You could be in their inbox crying. You know what I mean? Like, why she blocked me, bruh? Just tell her to unblock me, bruh. Like it just because it's way more personal than we think it is.
For sure. It's a different beast than what it is now.
Right, but
Before.
aren't there privileges on you said Facebook? Aren't there privileges where you can still hide some information like that on
I mean, you
like
can, but if you decide to let them in, once they get that
yeah.
information,
I'm just
that's.
saying this is just talking about somebody who's extra careful on who they let in. Um
Bro,
Mm-hmm.
there's no
I mean,
careful
it's way more
nowadays.
dangerous than a phone number. I think it's way more dangerous than a phone number because I think that a stalk can get a lot further with social media than it can with a phone number.
okay. Well all right. I'm with you on that. So
Because they can see
and
the
I'm gonna
favorite.
tie it in with this.
They can see your favorite
Oh,
places you go to and all of that.
yeah, I'm gonna tie it in with this. Where Britt says, I think ask for that because it's not as forward as can I have your number. Uh, being like can I have your number is forward, right? So it lets them know what's really good at that point in time.
That's my dude, man.
He said I've gotten news before getting the phone number. That's what's up,
Yup,
man.
been there.
Congrats. Like congrats. Lee says, but yeah, asking for SM, I don't know what that is. Give
Social
you
media,
a way to, social media, okay. Gives you a way to investigate the persons who else they associate with
where they work.
or who is trying to associate with them.
Mm.
Or you find out where they have a second account, close friends, family, LOL. Word.
What about opposite though?
Yeah, that's baby. I added you after I got the number, after we walked around, after we talked on the
Oh, he
phone.
had a burner account.
On MySpace? On MySpace?
he had
Nah.
a he had his hunting zone account where you pick up all the chicks at, and the ones that make the cut, they get his real account
Oh,
information.
oh man.
I ain't mad, bro.
Hold on, who said that? That me?
Oh, I don't know, man. That's you, right? You did that, right?
Hell no.
Oh, all
No
right.
fucking burner account.
You sure?
I'm positive. I don't even believe in that on video games. Like I don't do that shit at all.
That's
Ultimate
really
accounts, I don't do that shit at all.
that's really stupid because video games. But social media, it kind of makes sense to me though. It kind of makes sense to me.
But you want to like do your shit in the dark, I guess.
No, you don't want to let people all the way in. Like hey,
You want to know who you
this our
is,
neutral.
and then you fucking do something, and you don't want to let them track you.
It's a neutral zone, like going to a library to meet
Neutral.
somebody. It's safe there, safe
Right.
zone, or meeting in
Hell
front of a
yeah.
police station.
I put Liz at number 1. Shit on that MySpace shit.
But Liz is number 1 in all the neutral safe zones. Yeah.
And no, for real. And bump Greg down to number 2.
Hey,
Yo, can I say this? Safe boy sick. Yeah, safe boy sick.
Nigga, it really happened. What are you talking about safe?
Nigga, you safe.
she said
Because
it
you
was,
put Liz in there,
All right.
that immediately means you safe.
All right.
Alright. Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway. Let's see, man. That's all, folks.
He was really into you. He really was.
Let's see, man. That was pretty much it, man. More of the story, in regards to men bashing, just especially if you liking this shit, just relax, y'all. Okay? Not all men. And if you feel like it's not all men, comment and say not all men. I'll see that you commented. Or you can just not have me see your activity. But it's a few of y'all that's in there that be liking that shit.
And if you have a list of people you know have committed fucked up shit, put their names out there. Warn your sisters by name. Warn them. Warn them. That's all I have.
All right, man. Kickz, you got anything on this topic?
I'm good.
Oh, Kickz, before we go, I gotta address something with you, man.
What's up, brother?
So I was on Spotify's yesterday, man. I was checking out new albums, and Earl Sweatshirt's album was trash.
Woo! That shit was garbage.
That shit was trash.
I agree. That shit was garbage. He's better than Fabulous, but that shit's garbage.
No, Ebby's Fabulous project is better than that one.
Yeah.
What was he? He wasn't even rapping on beat, bro. Did he do voice notes in the car? And then he got into the studio, was like, "Hey, bro, just use these, man. This will suffice." He went on beat. The content was like, I don't know, man. Do not go and get the Earl Sweatshirt album or stream it or nothing if you were thinking about it. And if you were thinking about it, slap yourself, because I need to.
I haven't defended him on his recent albums, but yeah, that shit was garbage.
Yeah, I don't remember him being that bad. He just got worse.
It's not that he's bad. You know what? I'm not gonna defend him. I'm just not. I'm not gonna defend him, bro.
Yo, he was on that list where it was the top 50 worst rappers.
Before I was like, man, he shouldn't be on there. But now, after hearing that, he should be number 1, bro. That was bad.
Oh shit.
That's tough.
But the Ian Dior album, if you haven't heard the Ian Dior album, get that. That shit is fire. Like it's like alternative hip hop, like urban / I don't know, man. It's a cool feel, man. It's a cool feel. Ian Dior's album is nice. Get that.
Bet.
Listen to that when your chick is around, man. She might throw you a panty or two. Might go in her drawer and give you some extra ones. I don't know.
All right. Britt says it's not all men. She says it's plural. But if you're speaking about somebody and what they do, you gotta be specific.
Yeah,
you can do that. It's all right.
Be gutter, go savage, because they did. Put their name out there.
Word.
It'll be way more interesting too.
Fam.
You get a lot more engagement if you put a name on there. Tell you that. If you want some engagement, put a name in there.
Hell yeah. Don't. Well, I mean, if you want to go halfway in, you can not tag them, but you can say their name.
Yep. People be like, oh, all right, this is for real. A name? Minute.
Yeah,
Let's talk about
right.
this. What'd he do?
Right? You can have a whole conversation. Your thread will be live in the motherfucker, man.
You
Hell,
say,
shit,
man,
you might even get money off of that damn tweet or post.
because when you generalize and say men or women, it sounds like you just a fool for anything. But when it's one person, it's like, oh, what'd he do? Oh, that's crazy. You know what I mean? You go get some real engagement. Matter of fact, just make up make an experiment. Y'all make up a person, make a post, and see how much engagement y'all get, man. Women, yo, listen.
Woo-hoo! Y'all, you gonna end up with 160,000 likes, retweets.
All right,
later,
A-list. Later, bro.
Yeah, you
Appreciate
gonna
by.
get a whole bunch of shit, and then you're gonna get comments.
And then you'll get retweeted like, look at this shit.
Then you may get followers.
Listen,
famous guy in here.
I got a name for you.
Orlando.
Nathaniel Penn. Yes, Nathaniel Penn.
Was that your bully? Was that your bully in elementary school?
Nah, I don't know what. First of all, I never known a fucking Nathaniel.
Nathaniel T. Crumpet. That's it.
and I never know. I don't think I've ever like personally known a person with the last name Penn, like Penn or Pinn or like anything like that. So nah, Nathaniel Penn. Put that up there. Say that motherfucker's trash. He did this, and this, and then
then if y'all all do it together, that will be fire. Nathaniel Penn will be the quote unquote man that day.
You know? Shit. And then people be like, yo, man, don't pull a Nathaniel Penn. And they're like, what the fuck is that? Oh, you didn't know? Just run with it.
That would be dope.
just run with it. Especially Britt. Britt, you got enough followers, man. I think you can pull that off. I bet you could pull that off. Go ahead, Biz.
So when you use a name, that's the world's loudest violin. I'm trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Word. All right, man. So, yo, man, it's been a good show. Have fun. Also was serious. Talk about a couple things, man. Why y'all plotting for us? Trying to infiltrate? No, nobody's trying to infiltrate. We're just trying to show you something.
I just want to see this. I'm pretty sure it'll work, but I want to see it in action. And who better than ass and people who are listening?
Right. Right. Yeah, nobody plotting for y'all. We're just giving you an idea. It's not a plot. You an antagonist anyway. You should be all for this. So go ahead. All right, y'all. Again, like I said, man, great show. Have fun. We was very serious. Pretty much the entire way, with the exception of what we was just talking about, and little jokes here and there. But all in all, man, just be careful out there and stop being prejudiced and relax. So we out of here. Go ahead, Kick.
It's your boy going third Kickz. I forgot what I said in the beginning.
See, told you gonna have two names.
Bro, did your mic even drop this episode?
A couple times, I think.
Oh,
maybe. Okay. Going third Kickz. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Again, man, I am the greatest of all time. This was the first time I said it of all time, but greatest of all time.
At what?
Nope.
What kind of answer? All right, man. This is Biz, and I'm the business part of Kickin' Sick Business. And I look forward to seeing y'all next week, man. Links in the description. If you're not following me on Twitter already, please do so. And let's chop it up, man. Let's chop it up, man. Let's chop it up. Nope.
Yo, talk about playing it safe. Talk about playing it safe. Jesus. All right, man. Yo, it's your boy Just Sick, man. And shouts out to Designer, man.
You do this all the time. Shut up.
Shouts out to Designer, man. I
man.
tell y'all how it is and how I feel about it. I tell y'all how it is and how I feel about it, and you think that's playing safe. But anyway, shouts out to Designer, man. Panda, Timmy Turner, all that shit, man. I don't know what the fuck he doing now. He ain't. I don't think he's throwing up any posts where he's yelling into the camera, smiling, and all that other stuff, man. But whenever you heard Panda, whenever you heard Timmy Turner, whatever was going on in your life, if it was positive, I'm glad I brought a positive memory in your life. And if it was something bad, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Biz, were you gonna argue? Were you gonna argue for him?
Nah, I listened to Timmy Turner yesterday.
Argue for him? What do you mean?
Fire.
What's your argument?
Biz said that he wanted to put. Biz said that.
What's your argument?
Who, me?
Biz said that he wanted to go ahead and perform a counter argument because obviously.
What's your argument?
My argument is that he was pretty much a one and done. He ain't doing shit no more. I think that's what I said when I named him. If you haven't noticed the trend is I name people that are not doing music anymore or that you don't hear from anymore.
He's the best.
And then at the
he's
end,
on the other side.
And then at the end, I say, if I brought up a happy memory in your life when that song came out, I'm happy. And if I didn't and it was a bad time, I'm sorry. That's why I said that.
Yeah.
But Biz said one time that he wanted to have some counter arguments to some people that I named.
Man, Timmy Turner, man. I mean, man, come on, man. You can't do design
Timmy Turner was dope.
Yeah,
was dope. Timmy Turner was dope.
Timmy Turner was fine, but wasn't that boasted over something that was like a side project where it was like something that they looked at him doing and it was like a minute song and then whatever.
I don't even know. I mean, it's if you think about it, it's really not a complete song in a way. But they just went off the energy and put it out as is because it worked, and it did work, and it for me it's still working. But he's a one and done, man. I don't know where this dude Designer at, man. Is he Panda too?
Yeah, that's Panda.
Man,
yeah. Pendant.
You saying pendant like independent, pendant.
I got bros in Atlanta. Like, all right, man.
All right,
yeah, man, we out, yo. Man. Yeah, we out, y'all. Catch y'all next week, man.
Yeah.
Stop stabbing for chicken.
Put it back?
I did it last week.